now. He's like, oh, I know where this is going. Okay, welcome back, everybody, to Phoenix Wright. I got the boys back for one more day, and we're gonna get back here. How's the audio for everybody? Is it good enough?
February 23, 11:56 a.m.
All right, cool. I'm just gonna move the microphone just a tad away from me. There we go.
I pure focus onto this. Mr. Wright,
Huh, what?
are trials always like this with you? Like a clown house? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake to reach the surface? But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get anywhere?
Well, let me explain to you. First of all, it started when I was born. Pretty much. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. So what did I miss last time?
You missed a lot. We just went to the first court stuff with the lunch lady.
It's still just
It
the
was
first
almost
witness.
over. I was so
It's not even the first day. It's just the first witness.
Yeah. Probably something to do with the piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell you the truth. Oh,
Now, to be fair, Phoenix, we all feel that way sometimes. I'm talking about
Hold on,
depression.
partner.
Get your brains out of the gutter.
All right.
Yes, I'm waterboarding all of you. This is a different kind of trial now.
I think this is Ben. So as soon as Ben gets out of the bathroom, we should be okay.
I'll do a bit of the Spanish if Ben's having troubles translating it.
Hola, partner.
This has to
Hola.
be yeah, that's him. That's him.
They say you show a red cloud to a bull, it'll fire up its temper.
Actually, that's a common misconception.
That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Sir, your information is outdated by millennia.
It's ma'am. It's ma'am.
Oh, Officer Marshall.
Thought I'd come take a look, see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. Conveniently late. They got the whole ranch locked down, tighter than a fort in enemy territory. Not hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over
Phoenix.
there anyway? Whatever.
You took the words right out of my mouth. All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge.
Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. So you're ditching Edgeworth's car or her scarf?
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with the scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Well, now, don't that just beat all? Whatever the hell that means. I've seen the red breeze blown at her slender neck many a time. Oh, he likes necks.
Like a neck person.
Right.
That's the first time I've heard of anyone being attracted to necks.
He's not a cowboy, he's a necromancer. I said necromancer, not necrophiliac. Again, what's wrong with you people? I swear to Jesus and everything else. Okay, maybe not that.
What? You saw that wearing scarf right now?
At the awards ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth's seen it too, I reckon.
What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf.
So Mr. wasn't mistaken?
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I don't speak spaghetti western.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If I said it, I would be breaking character.
We're swimming in shit. If it stakes us, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee.
I prefer A1. That's my preference right there.
I'm
What
already.
the hell do you think I was
I'm
talking
already-
about?
I'm
I don't
already.
like steak sauce.
I'm already.
Is there? If there was one more reason why I didn't like you, Emma, it has just been added to you right now.
I was gonna say I'm still eating a fried chicken sandwich, a fried fish with
The judge commands you to touch grass.
Okay, first of all, Mr. Zarwan, go back to there. I did like to
Mr.
resume.
Zarbon.
To resume.
Wait a minute.
Return.
Hold on over here. Hold on. I'm looking at my stuff right now. Did my own sorry, let me go in character. Did my own mother comment on my video?
Wait, she did?
Oh, Lord. I feel bad. Okay, God, what did she have to say?
No, she says I like your commentary. Heart. But I don't even know if that's my mom's actual like dummy YouTube video. YouTube comment.
It
Okay,
could be a fake.
I'm gonna ask her. I'm
It
gonna send
could
her
be
a
an
text.
imposter.
Yes, go ask her. Go ask her.
There could be an imposter amongst us.
Or amongst Mark. We don't really get affected by it.
Yeah, feeling old.
Yeah, we honestly don't care.
Observation number 1. The imposter is a shapeshifter.
Hold on.
If
I'm-
Mark's mom is watching us in the video, then get rid of all the languages out of your mouth.
What the? No.
Well, what in the flibbity jibbity sky high slinging sort of horse?
No,
cow
not
is this?
neither. Don't be brain running either.
What? That was creative.
That was brain running. I heard. I did heard that word, the other word.
Horse
Okay.
cow manure.
All right. Let's get back to let's get back to it.
Wait,
The
what's your
judge. The judge.
He
I
said the line already.
already read it, so.
Oh, okay.
Don't
Sorry,
worry.
pa. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution.
Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth?
I believe I have a fat deuce here, Your Honor.
Someone take over, please.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess it's time for him to get high all of a sudden.
Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. You're on drugs. It can't be. This can't happen. Oh, you found my stash, I see.
I wonder what's happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
I think he found
we
his
can-
candy.
I think he found his stash. That
The
sounds
drug
like a
test is
stash.
tomorrow. The drug test is tomorrow.
Well, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial.
Wait a minute. I thought we were gonna go investigating again. We're just going right back into it.
He did just say it was a
we
30-minute
had a
recess.
Minor break.
I honestly thought that 30 minutes was gonna be enough time to investigate some more. So-
I thought so too.
Nope. You don't know what 30 minutes means, do you?
During our recess, I had requested the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
Don't know who this is.
And then somebody said, excuse me, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Oh,
Oh, it's him. That's right.
Where did the Street Fighter 2 character come from?
Does anybody know a good Ganondorf impression?
I'll be Ganondorf.
I mean, I'll give a deep voice.
Because look at this guy. He just screams Ganondorf, don't you think?
Okay.
I was gonna say Street Fighter Extra.
He's the whatchamacallit, he's the stunt double. All right. Okay. A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Who's this prick?
Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when this man came in.
How would you know that?
Who on earth is he?
It's you. Did he ever speak or not?
He does. He's quite a charming fellow.
Sorry I'm late.
Wait, what? Wait,
OG?
why are they playing that music?
Yeah, he's charming when he wants to be.
All right.
Sorry I'm late. Gee, the roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, Gee. How have you been? Swim much these days?
Hello. No, I've been busy. I've been so busy.
How's that stash you started smoking 50 years ago? Still doing that?
No.
He is.
Busy, smizzy. Gee, my boy, you have to make time to relax even more.
Yes, indeed. I don't need relaxing, by the way.
Gee, needs to be his nickname for the judge.
We can't call him Pudgy because then he could be held in contempt.
I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you?
So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son.
I can't tell if he's dyslexic or an entertainer.
Thanks.
So sorry about your little worthy. Sorry, hold up. So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble. Hey, you know we should go swimming together sometime. It's jolly good.
Little worthy.
I like it when strange men invite
right.
me to go swim with them.
Yeah, let's all get almost naked and go in the ice cold Antarctic waters.
And then the lotion.
You don't know the director to chief police?
Oh! Oh!
Chief police.
Oh! Oh no!
Yep.
Chief of police.
He's one of the top-ranking police officers in the entire.
He's the chief of police? This is our Commissioner Gordon?
Why is there like? I don't know.
Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
I'll just call him Ganondorf.
I told you he
That's
looks
what
like
we thought too.
Ganondorf.
Ganondorf, pleased to meet you.
What do we own this honor today?
Close enough.
Yes, thank you very much. I've been 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, isn't it, Gannon?
Well, it's worthy here. Look at that poor fellow. He looks like a Zarbon. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this, my handkerchief.
Hey, that's...
My sister's butler.
So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler.
But to think that it was stuffed into the exhaust pipe. On Little Worthy's car, no less. I'm gonna just stare at you with my sensual eyes.
Oh god, he's undressing me through the screen.
It's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
What is this?
flashlight? The muffler?
It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this is.
Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? It's so gauche and there's a lack of a cravat.
Mr. Edwards.
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
Now, wait a moment, Worthy.
I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me?
You should better listen to him.
Have a look at the document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking the signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth?
Oh shit. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had...
Your head's in the clouds, my boy. Because you got the reward, I know how you feel.
I like
But you're
playing with
the
my
person
hair.
in charge. I'll expect a written apology.
Damn. What? Are you serious? Did we just merely listen to a melodrama? It's a soap opera.
You know what's funny though? We've escalated so far that we're now going up against the head of Edgeworth's boss. I'm standing here.
And the head of the
Zar-
police.
Head of police. There we go.
Are you serious?
Mr. Zarbo, respect Mr. Gannon.
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
Ouch.
It's the first time I've seen Mr. Edwards at a loss for words.
By the way, what's that noise?
You didn't see.
What's that noise?
Usually it comes from then when I hear something like that. Is he
This-
eating something again?
This kind of mayor
Major blunder.
major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Also, someone take over again. I'm sorry again.
The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yes.
Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor. Well, I don't see why not.
He's got a knife. Take him down. Could you open up for me, I wonder?
Yes. Well, I think all you have to do is push that switch hand.
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Or snip the joint I got.
Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point at people dramatically anymore.
We need a sacrificial finger.
Come on, just hurry up and open it.
A volunteer.
Oh, the game's just doing that for me.
It just shows her forcing his hand to it. There's a small tag on this knife.
No, it seems
Hey,
to
like that
say
piece of paper.
it seems to say SL92.
Like the piece of paper.
Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 incident fame.
But it's strange.
Huh, what is?
I'm not certain. I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before.
Wait a second. No. It's from evidence. It's from police evidence. It's tagged. Someone took it out of evidence and used it as a murder weapon.
There's letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this somehow. Ah! Don't scare me like that.
I'm the one who's scared.
Look at the knife blade. The tip is broken off.
And this dark red stain. Blood? Switchblade knife added to court record.
This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife?
Sure thing, not a problem. Not even a little one, really.
All right, I guess I'm gonna be interviewing myself here.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here, unless there's evidence to prove a connection between the knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. Time of the crime? 5:15, presumably PM. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this case here, so I can't talk much about it.
There was a murder at the police department? A detective?
That's hush-hush information, Yachi. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Objection. Wait a second. You said 5:15? That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! Order! Order!
Anyway, we are at the department. We're all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright,
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places.
They're not. It's the same detective.
The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Apparently, we're just skipping over the other thing. We're not doing that.
Careful what you press. I don't remember, but that sounds like a warning.
That sounds like time for me to save.
We have to risk it for the biscuit,
Yeah.
or save it for the glaive it. No, save it for the brave it. Save it or shave it. Yes.
The knife is special, but I can't say how here. All right, let's test that theory out, Explodes. Excuse me, special?
Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else.
Ah, might that special thing be this little tag?
Oh, sorry, Rido, but I can't say now. Not that.
We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Are we sure, though? Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery.
And like a mystery, it's wrapped into something. A muffler!
Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between the knife and Goodman. Well, I think at this point, this is a pretty easy gimme. Because I could just show them this, right? Goodman's note. It was found at the car trunk.
Yeah, it was found on Goodman, and again, I'm pretty sure this is like evidence from the police department.
Well, you say so if you're wrong.
Wait a second, the music stopped.
Woohoo.
That means something.
Ah, last and honest to goodness objection.
This knife. This has to be something to do with the Detective Goodman.
What do you mean?
And honest to goodness, what do you mean, Promunchi? This is great.
Look at the tag on this knife. Whoa, who left the courtroom? Or who entered? Yo, are you okay, Ben?
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like you're like doing Solid Snake entry in and out of rooms. Okay. Anyway, what was I? Where was I? No. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92.
And this is important. Why?
Over here, over here, we have a memo that has a memo that was on the body of the victim.
It's upside down.
What's this? 6 minus 75, 12-2?
No. Your Honor, it's upside down, like the other guy in my head said.
Upside?
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's the right side up. But turn it around and you get what you get.
Oh!
Well, whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
SL9? That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Order! Order! Well, Chief?
Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto.
I win? What game is this guy playing?
The knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Called it.
So this knife was stolen?
Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon?
Nice. Good show, Littleworthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved.
So the knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car.
I'm starting to see it,
There is
Mr.
a
Foreman.
connection here.
What were you saying, Ben?
I'm starting to see a connection here.
Okay.
Goodman was killed because he was looking into this evidence on a different murder case, and he was literally murdered for looking into it.
Interesting.
Maybe he found some new evidence. Maybe it was a murder that the prosecutor was doing her not so good prosecuting with and covered it up, but then Goodman looked into it, and so it looks like the prosecutor might have killed him just to cover it up, but in fact it is actually the person who's guilty who is the murderer, not the prosecutor. Just a little thought. Knowing how these twists and turns work here, it's my hunch.
His mustache or his chin hair looks like an oyster.
Like a clam.
Yeah, clam oyster thing. Yeah, clam's better. That day was bad for the department. We weren't in any shape doing an investigation. Something happened at the police department too, huh?
You got a good look in your eyes there, righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry.
So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed?
Why, you weren't informed? Well, why didn't you ask?
I was busy admiring my KKK trophy.
No matter, I understand you and the racism. You were busy with that Lana's case and all.
Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? Detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. Okay. On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department?
That's a fact. Surprisingly, isn't it, Edgy?
I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
Just arrested? That was quick.
But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, righto.
I suppose I could help. If you help me by giving me data on your case.
Good one, this kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Ah, darn it, you're cheating, boy.
It's not cheating, it's taking opportunity.
Where the victim was found, how the victim was killed, when the victim died, where the victim was found, because we already know what the victim died of, and we already know how the victim was killed. So I want to know where the body was found.
Do we actually know how they were killed?
Well, it was through the knife, remember?
Okay.
We don't know if it was actually that used for it, but
We'll find
It
out.
could have been poison.
So tell me, where was the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found. but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
The
Oh
evidence
no,
room.
we were in there. We could have been killed.
Wait a second. I have heard of that.
The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now?
Oh, yeah, my line. I said that back then.
There's a connection between the two cases.
You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
Happy. We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gann to testify about the details. It's not officially linked to this case, so I can't talk much about it. Chief, the defense position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven.
You don't say. Well, out with it, Rhino. What's your connection?
Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright.
The connection in this... Yeah, sorry, hold up. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
My bad. Not to mention, the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag.
And we also know that a detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
Gaze into my pupils.
You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Damn, you guys slow as hell. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet at all.
Can we get that information? Unofficially?
Even I'm like, don't think it works that way.
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
This is a courtroom!
What, really?
Who would have guessed?
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
Wow, we're really doing this. If you're going to tell us little, why not tell us everything?
Ah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Oh well, I guess I might have to try and get what I can get out of him. Okay, so the victim's division, the victim's gender, the victim's ID number. Oh, we have something about ID numbers, remember? That might be
we
helpful.
have. Yeah.
Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
I have a feeling I might. Let's see. Someone screen capped that. 5842189. All right.
Okay.
Of
I didn't
course
screen
not.
cap it.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
You keep a tight lid on the ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah!
It's Goodman.
Yeah! We're big brain.
Yes!
Yeah!
Do the plankton yell.
Yeah!
Yes! Yes!
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yes!
Bigger.
Yes!
Yes! This is
Well,
delicious!
that's quite long. Wish someone would say that to me. What?
And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts.
Bitch, I can remember my social security number with the less issue.
82. I can't do it.
You didn't even get to the first number right.
Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything?
This ID number of the victim at the police department. Those numbers. This tells me
This
something.
tells me nothing.
Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think.
Meaning.
I think. Oh, here we go. It's my brain
Again,
blast.
it's not 2 victims. It's 1 victim.
It has to be what I think it is. But what does that mean?
We already figured it out.
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something? What does it tell you?
It tells me he was on a green card. He's on a visa.
Witness.
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
No, it's just, I got confused.
And this is news. Damn, shade from Edgeworth.
Huh.
Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do.
The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is it yours?
No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret.
Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189.
And this means what exactly?
Ah,
Wait, that ID number we just heard from the chief earlier. Yes.
I think George
Started
isn't
with
here to hear this.
82. I've forgotten.
didn't even get the first number right again. The number of the chief of the police gave us was 5842189.
Objection. Wait a second, right? What does this...
Mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. And what does our witness think about that?
Sharp as attack, Righto. Sharp as attack.
But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
Unless he was already dead by that point.
Like I said.
Mhm.
And here's the thing. Edgeworth didn't know about it because he was there, remember? He was at the police area, so the body was put into his trunk. He dropped it off there, and then prosecutor lady went to there, found the body, and was caught in the act, and then someone decided to say, oh, hey, she killed him.
Yet a detective. Did you think about? Did you come up to this conclusion today or on Sunday?
I figured it might have been staged just because it's like, well, hold on. This person's saying that, oh, well, she attacked him, but there were so many inconsistencies with the whole attack. It's like, so the fact is the car, and he was found in the trunk of the car, etc. So it's like, what if it was staged and she just literally BS'd that whole testimony, which is probably going to be this case here. She's probably going to have to give a whole new testimony. Oh, dear God, we're going to have to be served more lunches.
All right. Yet a detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time.
Objection! That's impossible. So what you're saying is the same person was killed at the same time and in a completely different location.
I like how Edgeworth is almost kind of helping us. Like,
Again.
mask off.
Well, he wants to know what happened too.
Yeah.
No, what I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case.
Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
My name's not Worthy. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Whatever you say, Worthy. Wait. I said
Werther's original
wait.
caramels?
Or didn't you hear me?
Well, I say, boy.
The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours.
This guy does not hesitate to throw shade. What? How? How dare?
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Remember?
Oh,
Meekins!
Read the message.
The guy. The envelope. Officer Meekins.
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait! Aha!
Flashback of a nerdy guy delivering mail.
Objection! I'm back.
You don't mean him?
According to Meekins, you did accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
Jesus, Edgeworth. Ugh. Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if the officer was capable of making the connection.
Damn.
He didn't seem challenged.
Whoa, this is the 2020s. We don't use that word.
Oh, no, it's 2025, brother. We could say retarded if you want to.
In any case, this is a serious error.
You can't use that word. You can't call him that guy.
In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
Objection. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence.
He's desperate at this point.
Then I...
There, we got you.
Why is that face? Why?
I'm giving you the cold shoulder stare.
It's the pink glasses and it's totally the Playboy kind of look. It's like, dude literally looks like he belongs in adult films.
No such luck this time, Worthy, or should I say, unworthy.
Oh, what?
Now, what was the second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright,
Oh,
Riches
well, it's
before riches. Rule number 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial.
I mentioned this.
This report wasn't on the list.
What does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Raito over there. Good job, Raito, my boy.
I was just doing my job.
No. No!
Edgeworth is really losing. It seems we have come to the end of this trial.
What does this prove? Did we just prove that they're one and the same and that's it? That it's really just one trial?
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
But Mr. Edgeworth, respect the schedule, please.
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do.
You better get results this time, really.
You have my profound apologies, sir.
poor Mr. Edgeworth.
Damn, bro swallowed better than most dates.
I don't think there's ever been an error is seen in history of this court. I'll
Poetry.
grant a further day as the
Prosecution.
prosecution has requested. Will that be satisfaction?
Close enough.
Yeah, it is.
Satisfaction, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
However, your punishment for this is for sake I hope is not deserved.
Deserved. Decisive.
Decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Oh,
So
wow.
we're going to find more evidence again.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, we